The origins of the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant is one of the most mysterious and powerful artifacts mentioned in religious history. It is said to have unimaginable power, capable of striking down those who touched it without permission, and even serving as a medium to communicate with God. Described in the Bible, the Ark was revered not just as a sacred object, but as a tool that carried divine influence. Was it truly of divine origin, or was it a misunderstood piece of ancient technology beyond the comprehension of its time? According to the Old Testament, the Ark was constructed based on instructions given to Moses directly by God on Mount Sinai. It housed the 2 stone tablets inscribed with the 10 Commandments, making it one of the holiest relics of the Israelites. However, its significance went far beyond a simple container for the commandments. The Ark symbolized the covenant between God and his people, and it was believed to carry God's presence wherever it was taken. The Ark was meticulously crafted from acacia wood and covered inside and out with pure gold. Its design included golden rings on its corners, through which wooden poles were inserted to carry it. No one was allowed to touch the Ark directly. Only the Levites, a priestly tribe of Israel, were authorized to carry it using the poles. This detail was critical, as direct contact with the Ark was said to result in instant death, a warning that hints at something more than mere spirituality. What's particularly intriguing is the precise and almost technical nature of the Ark's construction. From its dimensions to the materials used, everything was specified with great detail. This has led many to wonder if the Ark was more than just a symbolic religious object. Could it have been designed to protect something of immense power, or perhaps to harness and contain an energy source far beyond the understanding of the ancient world? Throughout history, the Ark has been the subject of fascination, fear, and wonder. It was not only a symbol of divine authority, but also a potential weapon of unimaginable power. The Israelites believed that the Ark's presence guaranteed God's protection and guidance. But was the Ark's power purely divine? Or was it a form of advanced technology that ancient peoples could only interpret through the lens of religion, mysterious power, and radiation? The stories surrounding the Ark suggest that it was far more than a religious symbol. Numerous accounts describe it as incredibly dangerous, with fatal consequences for those who mishandled it. Legends tell of people who dared to touch the Ark being struck down instantly, their bodies sometimes burned from the inside out. This raises the question, what kind of power could cause such lethal effects, and how was it harnessed in the Ark? Some researchers have speculated that the Ark might have contained a source of radiation. The lethal effects it had on those who came into contact with it are eerily similar to the symptoms of radiation poisoning. Prolonged exposure to the Ark could result in illness and death, much like what happens with exposure to radioactive materials. This theory adds a technological layer to the Ark's mysterious properties, suggesting that its power was not solely spiritual. The Bible states that during the Israelites' 40-year journey through the desert, the Ark was carried by the Levites, who took great care to protect themselves from its effects. They covered the Ark with a cloth and always maintained a distance from it, suggesting that they were aware of the dangers it posed. The fact that only a specific group of people was allowed to carry the Ark, and only under strict conditions, hints at the possibility of some form of protection against its dangerous energies. The detailed handling instructions, such as using long wooden poles and never touching the Ark directly, align with the protocols one might follow when handling a highly volatile or radioactive object. These precautions, along with the warnings about instant death for anyone who approached it without authorization, suggest that the Ark could have emitted electrical energy or radiation, making it as much a technological device as a religious relic. There are also stories of the Ark producing strange phenomena, such as sounds, flashes of light, and even a glowing aura. These accounts have led some to propose that the Ark might have been an ancient energy generator, capable of emitting powerful electrical charges. Was the Ark a divine instrument, or was it a piece of forgotten technology that ancient civilizations couldn't fully understand? Military use of the Ark. The Ark of the Covenant wasn't just a spiritual artifact. It also played a significant role in the Israelites' military campaigns. One of the most famous stories involving the Ark is the Battle of Jericho. According to the Bible, the Israelites carried the Ark around the walls of Jericho for 6 days, and on the 7th day, the walls collapsed after the sound of horns and a mighty shout. Could the Ark have had the power to destroy physical structures? Some modern theorists suggest that the Ark may have emitted powerful sound waves or vibrations capable of shaking the foundations of Jericho's walls, causing them to collapse. This idea has been compared to Tesla's oscillator, a device capable of generating precise frequencies that could cause buildings to vibrate and collapse. Was the Ark an ancient prototype of such technology? The Ark continued to accompany the Israelites in battles, but it wasn't invincible. During a war with the Philistines, the Ark was captured by the enemy. However, rather than bringing victory to the Philistines, it caused widespread plagues and death in every city it was taken to. The Philistines, terrified by its deadly effects, eventually returned the Ark to the Israelites. The Philistines' experience with the Ark raises interesting questions about its power. The fact that it affected them despite their lack of belief in its divine significance suggests that its dangers were not dependent on faith. This supports the theory that the Ark's power was technological, not purely spiritual. Its effects were consistent regardless of who came into contact with it, implying that the Ark operated according to natural laws, possibly involving radiation or other hazardous energy. The diseases and afflictions reported among the Philistines, including severe skin conditions and rapid aging, resemble the symptoms of radiation poisoning. Could the Ark have contained a radioactive material or energy source that caused these effects? If so, the Ark was more than just a relic of religious importance. It was a powerful and dangerous artifact that could impact anyone who came near it. Communication with God. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Ark was its role as a medium for direct communication with God. According to the Torah, God would manifest between the 2 golden cherubim on the Ark's lid, known as the mercy seat. Only the high priest, once a year, was permitted to approach the Ark and receive messages from God. This raises fascinating possibilities about the Ark's true function. Was it more than just a spiritual symbol? The high priest who approached the Ark wore a special breastplate adorned with 12 gemstones, each representing one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Ancient texts describe how the stones would glow or light up in the presence of God, possibly reacting to the Ark's energy field. This has led some to theorize that the Ark was not just a religious object, but a kind of ancient radio or transmitter, allowing communication with higher entities. The description of God appearing between the cherubim bears an uncanny resemblance to modern depictions of energy fields or holographic projections. Was the Ark capable of projecting an image or light form, much like how a hologram functions today? If so, the idea of the Ark being a communication device begins to seem more plausible. The design of the Ark, with its gold-covered surface and insulating wood core, bears a striking resemblance to a capacitor, a device used to store electrical energy. This has led some researchers to suggest that the Ark may have been an ancient energy-harnessing device, capable of generating or transmitting power. Could this power have been used to communicate with otherworldly beings or even extraterrestrial intelligence? The communication between the high priest and God, as described in religious texts, may have been facilitated by the Ark's unique design. If the Ark functioned as a transmitter of some kind, The energy it generated could have been used to send and receive messages. This theory opens up the possibility that the Ark was not only a religious tool, but also a piece of advanced technology used to connect with higher powers. The Ark's disappearance and legacy. Despite its central role in Israelite history, the Ark eventually vanished. Some believe it was hidden by the prophet Jeremiah during the Babylonian invasion, while others suggest it was taken to Ethiopia or even Europe, possibly by the Knights Templar. Its disappearance has led to centuries of speculation and treasure hunts. One popular theory is that the Knights Templar during the Crusades discovered the Ark and took it to Europe, where it was hidden in secret locations, including possibly Scotland or the mysterious Oak Island. The Templars were known for their involvement in sacred relics, and the Ark would have been the most prized possession of all. Modern searches for the Ark have yielded little concrete evidence, but in the 20th century, an excavation near the Temple Mount in Jerusalem almost uncovered what some believe was the Ark. Political tensions and religious sensitivities halted the dig just meters away from what could have been a significant discovery. The Ark remains one of the most sought-after religious artifacts, not only because of its historical significance, but also because of its supposed power. Some believe it is still hidden somewhere in the world, possibly awaiting rediscovery. Its reappearance, according to some religious prophecies, could signal the beginning of the end times or the return of divine intervention in human affairs. Whether the Ark of the Covenant is a divine relic, a forgotten piece of advanced technology, or simply a symbol of faith, its legacy continues to inspire countless theories, books, and expeditions. It represents the intersection of religion, mystery, and power. As long as the Ark remains lost, the search for it will likely continue, fueled by the possibility of uncovering one of history's greatest and most enduring secrets.